Welcome, dear listeners, to another episode of Bedtime Stories with iKatMax. Tonight, we journey to the heart of South Africa's Karoo region, where a lonely road hides a tale of love, loss, and a spectral hitchhiker. This is the story of the ghost of Uniondale. Our story begins in the late 1960s with a young woman named Maria Charlotte Roux. Maria was deeply in love with her fiancé, Giel Oberholzer. The couple was traveling together on the N9 highway en route to Maria's parents to discuss their upcoming wedding. It was the Easter weekend of 1968, a time meant for celebration. As they drove through the barren landscape, a sudden storm rolled in. Rain poured down, making the road slick and treacherous. Tragically, their car lost control and overturned near the Barandas turnoff 20 kilometers outside of Uniondale, a small Karoo town. Maria, who had been resting in the back seat of their small Volkswagen Beetle, was thrown from the vehicle and lost her life instantly. But Maria's story does not end there. Since that fateful night, numerous travelers on this lonely stretch of road have reported chilling encounters with a mysterious hitchhiker in a white dress. Witnesses describe a pale, dark-haired woman dressed in a beautiful white dress standing by the side of the road, and when offered a ride, she silently enters the vehicle, only to vanish without a trace moments later. One of the earliest reports came from a man named Anthony in 1976. He claimed to have picked up a woman matching Maria's description near the Barandas turnoff. When he asked for her destination, she replied, "Number 2, Porter Street, De Lange." Moments later, she disappeared from the car without a single sound. 2 years later, in 1978, Army Corporal Davy van Jaarsveld was traveling the same route. He, too, encountered the same phantom hitchhiker, and like before, she vanished without a trace. Over the decades, the legend of the Uniondale Ghost has persisted, weaving itself into South Africa's folklore. Some believe Maria's restless spirit seeks the journey she never completed, eternally wandering the N9 in search of her lost love. So, dear listener, if you ever find yourself driving the lonely roads near Uniondale, keep a watchful eye. You might encounter the ghost of the beautiful hitchhiker, forever bound to the highway where her love story met a tragic end. Now, this story is based on the true story of Maria Roux, who truly lost her life on that fateful night. But there is a much darker part to this nightmare still. The untold story of her family having to deal with stories such as this, or even worse, news reports year after year being covered. And this leaves us with a moral question. Should we leave the stories of the ghost of yesteryear to be untold? Or should we tell them to remember and to bring peace to those we have lost?